be banned. Single-use plastic is one of our main causes of pollution. It affects ocean and marine life, the air that we breathe, and the land too. Single-use plastic pollutes in two different ways: production and after use. Plastic production releases different toxic gases such as mercury, furan, and more into our atmosphere. This affects vegetation, global warming, and humans and animals' health. When we inhale these toxins, it produces inflammation.
Based on an article, animals already carry microplastics in their bodies. When these animals are eaten, these microplastics are passed on to the next animal. This process is called traffic transfer of microplastics. This means microplastics can move through the food chain indefinitely. It had been known since 2014 that microplastics have been found in bottled mineral water and beer.
There is now 5.25 trillion micro pieces of plastic. There is not plastic there is a whole island called the Great Garbage Pipe that is full of plastic. How plastic affects marine life. Most plastic is made from PET. It decomposes very slowly, and when it breaks down, it becomes tiny microplastics. Microplastic can have a toxic effect on fish and other aquatic life, such as reducing food intake, delaying growth, causing
air, environment, and put humans in danger. Based on our research, in 1989, 100 tons of plastic was produced. However, by 2020, 367 tons, triple that amount, was produced. This is equivalent to 30 elephants. Statistics from air pollution caused by these factories show that over 10 million people die due to asthma, lung cancer, and cardiovascular diseases from air.
Plastic is being used worldwide. Globally to date, there are about 8.3 billion tons of plastic in our world. That's the same weight as 40 million blue whales. We have plastic all around us. That chair is made of plastic, the projector is made of plastic, the containers over there is made of plastic. Even our clothes have plastic in them. Since we are surrounded by plastic, it is physically impossible to ban everything around us. One field where plastic saves lives is to do with medical tools and services. Take diabetes, for example. Insulin pumps use a plastic tube that connects to the canal, which are made of plastic. It is crucial that blood is stored in plastic bags due to the fact that this makes separation of blood much easier. It is also
People use the internet daily as of 2022, which is around 75% of the Earth's population. Plastic is what devices are made out of, giving access to the internet. These are at least a range of 20 to 40% of plastic used in making a computer alone. Many computer components such as CPUs, computer chips, USB ports, and keyboards use plastic in them. Plastic can be molded into smaller and more particular parts. Without plastic, we won't be able to access the internet as we can now.
It will also $9 billion in 2019 and is expected to be valued at $773.6 billion by 2025. That shows that plastic is a fast-growing sector in the economic world, and by completely banning plastic, hundreds of billions of dollars will be lost. Plastic bag bans negatively impact manufacturers. Bans reduce or completely eliminate manufacturers' businesses and can have a significant impact on employment rates within a town, city, country, and possibly the world. 1.6 million people work at plastic-related companies, and by completely destroying the plastic industry, 1.6 million people will be out of jobs, and 1.6 million extra.
In our modern world, we rely on plastic for a wide variety of reasons, as you have heard. The number of flights performed globally by the airline industry reached 38.9 million in 2019. In 2021, there were 135 successful spacecraft orbital launches. These aircraft, spacecraft, airplanes, etc. are all made partially of plastics. If plastics were banned, then all of these shuttles would require heavier materials such as metals. This would mean that the carbon footprint from all travel would increase substantially, which in turn over time could do more damage than plastics. Additionally, working with more metal on rockets would increase space travel costs significantly and perhaps render it obsolete. Think about all the...
So like I said, there's like many things in plastic in this room, but plastic is easily replaceable. Like there's stainless steel, glass, platinum, silicone, beeswax, nature wood, bamboo, pottery, ceramic, and she also said
more medical tools to treat cancer patients. And wouldn't there be more cancer patients if there was more air pollution that caused people to get cardiovascular diseases or like lung cancer? And not only this, air pollution
and go replace every individual thing that is made of plastic. I'm sorry, but that's gonna take forever to do. And also, for the pads, you're a girl, you should know this. It is absolutely disgusting.
When you're talking about like washable period underwear and stuff, fabric contains plastic. Most fabrics contain plastic, so we wouldn't have anything. So what do you want to do? That's,
In the olden days, guess what? They sat down days until it was over. Do you want to go sit down?
Plastic is very cheap compared to other alternatives. So if you replace every single thing in this room, guess how much it's going to cost? Much more than it already is.
People from underdeveloped countries use PET bottles for manufacturing and industry because they use the PET bottles to make buildings and stuff like that.
What do you mean tangible? We can use different things like our gas. And then for the microplastics, what can they do? What can they do about it? If they want, they can go get certain.
They're gonna say stop. They're gonna stop it.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
To make certain plastics and resins since 1950s. Some research has shown that BPA can seep into food or beverages from containers that are made with BPA. Exposure to BPA is a concern because of the possible health effects on the brain, infants, and children. It can also affect.
First of all, the process of banning plastics would be extremely long. The machinery and techniques used for this would actually harm the environment, and it would create conflicts around the world. Plastic in medicine use saves lives and helps so many people around the world every day. You say that plastic is giving us diseases, but plastic is also counteracting these.